So what we were asked to do is we were asked to look at an area that has gotten a little bit of attention, but not a lot, primarily because it's considered relatively low profile, right? The cyber attack, who really wants to attack traffic intersections? As you know, ITS has brought opportunities and challenges. So we just saw some of the challenges. The information transportation systems technologies and applications have brought, of course, all the opportunities, as people have been saying, in terms of the increased efficiency, most of the time increased safety. But the challenges are enormous in terms of the cybersecurity. We looked at the issues of cybersecurity related to intersection management and the fact that there are vulnerabilities that are extensive. Now, as I mentioned, a lot of this is not critical right now because there's not a lot of interest in hacking transportation systems, at least at this level. But what we have learned in this world is eventually everything gets hacked just for the purpose of hacking. So it's kind of just a matter of time. We looked at of course, the increasing importance of cyber issues, because of the automated systems that we're going to see with cars. That is going to be enormous, right? And making sure that our roads essentially talk to our automated cars. And when there are cyber issues there, that's a big deal. So I think that actually potentially makes that one little issue that they showed on the Italian job, if you start having automated cars and you have people hacking into that type of a system, oh my. And one of the things we also noticed is that this field does change very rapidly. So by the time we finished our study, we could tell it was already getting dated because the field, as you know, continues to evolve in terms of the opportunities, but also the challenges continue to evolve. The perception that public sector traffic experts do not have consistently adequate training and staff to deal with cyber issues. This becomes particularly important at the local government level. All small agencies have challenges trying to get the level of expertise that they want on specialized issues. So we saw that loud and clear, and that's going to be a long-term trend. And the need to have experts that can be brought in, or dependable experts, right? It's one thing to have experts, but it's another to make sure that you're really getting the type of service that you really need, and you know that you're getting the service that you think you've asked for. And the sad reality that the industry vendors have not always been reliable partners in cybersecurity. And this is it's kind of just a reality in most businesses, If we're not very careful, what we find is that we buy products or buy services, we don't always get what we were promised. And again, when you have a one-time type of situation, you're going in, you're buying something, you've never bought it before, you think you're getting something, and then, oops, you don't have what you thought. So just trying to find out who your good vendors are and who your weaker vendors are is so important. And that's why the networking then becomes so important, so that you can make sure that as a community you're getting the types of services that you want. Some of the specific challenges: the various devices used in intersection management frequently have low levels of cybersecurity built into them, and some of the legacy devices are essentially devoid of security. And most of these systems are, over time, being replaced with higher levels of security. But it is, we all know that some of these things last for a very long time. So one of the problems then is the nexus points. A lot of systems are most vulnerable in their nexus points. So that does become one of the issues when you are patching together various types of systems. The industry has been slow to respond and be proactive in providing security controls to anticipate the next phase of black hat hacking, because there hasn't been that much. I mean, there have been examples around the country, maybe a half dozen that we know of, significant hacks of intersection management systems. I think Atlanta was probably the worst, but they have not been that frequent when we had done our study, but they are essentially coming.